Welcome to Alternate Future of Earth, Episode 1. Not inspired by anything else by any other content creator. This is my own original series on this channel. Shoutouts Edit Bro. We're just going to jump into it. First of all, we have to address the elephant in the world, the war in Ukraine. As you probably know, Mr. President Trump in Washington over here and President Putin in Moscow recently met in Saudi Arabia to speak about Ukraine. In this universe, Trump was heavily biased towards Putin winning in this war. So Trump will cut off any aid to Ukraine, no military aid, no economic aid, no anything else. And Putin, he will take advantage of this situation, orders his troops to just kick out the Ukrainians from the Russian territory and start another offensive in the north. Offensive went good because of the lack of equipment. Europe now seeing that Ukraine may lose this war, starts building more military equipment, starts sending economic aid over to Ukraine, and yeah, it goes a little bit. It goes bad for Ukraine. I don't know what else to tell you. They just get swept by Russian forces and more deaths. And we actually see Belarus joining this war on the side of Russia. And they start their offensive with help of Russian forces. And this is like the signal of the end of the Ukrainian nation. After some months, like this will take months, not like this happens in like 3 days or something like that. But it takes months and Kiev gets captured. Zelensky, not wanting to leave his capital, died or something, I don't know. New leader, which way worse than Zelensky, so like the nation just gets overswept. No more Ukraine. These will be the new borders of Ukraine. So this part goes to Belarus, Shloink, and this part to Russia, and this will become a puppet state of Russia. So that's the Ukrainian war done with. Now we'll move on to something little more controversial. Yes, the war in Gaza, or what the fuck. What else it is? I don't controversial. I know, but I think that I know there's like a ceasefire right now. Israel will go against the ceasefire and start to invade and even take the West Bank. And bam, there's still fighting going on in here. But other nations is like what the fuck, and they start their ground invasion of Lebanon again. And now like nations all over the Middle East is like what the fuck? Iran joined this conflict. And they will send over some missiles that hit. Oh, boing, boing, boing. Things happen. And I don't really know the relationships in the Middle East. I know like Saudi Arabia is more on side of the United States. But we see Jordan join this war. And I don't know, Iraq will also join for some reason, and they will try to liberate Palestine, but Israel will push a little bit here in the north, and they will start pushing into Lebanon more until the country surrenders. And we see a small ground invasion down here by Middle Eastern forces, but then we see Trump join this war on the side of Israel, and now it's just a matter of time before the Middle Eastern forces are defeated by a Israeli-American coalition. But they will push back the Israelis. But then, bam, the Americans come and will start pushing out down here, and bam, and then they will bam into Jordan, start a spearhead to split the country in two, and they will focus on the southern part and push a little bit more up here until these nations surrender. And now we will take a look at the peace treaty. These are the new borders of Israel. They start to allow Palestinians into Jordan, a little bit Syrians, and into Lebanon to how should I say this? I was going to say cleanse the land, but that feels weird. So just leave this alone. Leave this alone. Bam. And now, as we all know, soon there will be elections in Germany, and I will. This is not a prediction. It's just like this will. This is what happens in this universe, and we see the AFD win in Germany. And they do something. They change some policies around less immigration to Germany and these things. They use Article 50 of the European Union and leave the EU. They do a Brexit, a year and a year. Brexit Germany edition. So no, now the EU. I don't really know how the EU looks like. I would think that it goes like this. Now the map looks kind of like this. This is the new map of the European Union, Germany left. But then we also see something else in the geopolitics of the world. The United States being a part of NATO. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just going to color being a part of NATO will leave under the leadership of Donald Trump. And now NATO is questioning itself in the alliance. Many people want to stay, some people want to leave. Why is not Italy colored? Some people want to leave India, but the first nation to do so is, again, Germany. And this sends a ripple effect across Europe. And then we see nations leaving NATO. Nations that aren't fully afraid of Russia. But we see many small nations here leave these two. And this is NATO. This is the new NATO. So this is the new NATO. And we also see something, oh shit, something happened here in Germany. The AfD holding a referendum. Austria joining Germany again. There's many nations that is opposed to this. France, Great Britain, Russia, Poland, Benelux, Italy. No, not Italy. These are opposed to this, but they want to join. But they don't fully join. They more create a partnership that aligns their militaries, aligns some political views. They are like a puppet state of Germany. They're not fully integrated. But we also see something here in Venezuela and Guyana. Venezuela wanting some parts of Guyana started to invade, get in their forces, use whatever navy they have to block off and start moving in, move in, move in. This will take months because of the jungle or something. And soon, bam, Guyana surrenders. And let's take a look at the peace treaty. They will not take everything they claim, but they will take this and they will make a puppet state here in Guyana. But then we see something here in China. China, seeing the success of the Ukrainian war, is starting to mobilize, and soon they declare war on Taiwan. Or they don't declare war, they just land. The world is in chaos. EU is like, what do we do? And President Donald Trump is like, China can have it. So they don't intervene. And soon Taiwan is taken. And let's take a look at the peace treaty. Annexation. And I think this is where we will leave off for this episode. If you liked, like, subscribe, and comment. W video. Check out Edit Pro also. He's done a series on this called The Alternate Future of the World. It's where I got the inspiration. And you should subscribe to him also. And down in the description, you can find his channel. And goodbye.